Hey guys, hi. Very good evening to all of you and welcome to the session. So this is your master teacher Harsh Priyam and I am going to take your today's session on CBSE class 10th NCERT chapter 1, that is real numbers. And we are going to do this session on the new channel, that is CBSE 9th and 10th English. So here we'll be predominantly speaking everything in English. So guys, do not get worried about the language problem because we have always promised you that you will get the best content and that too with your ease of consumption. Fine. So yes, we are able to understand. In fact, we were able to understand it from since a long time that many of the students are actually not able to understand the things if it becomes bilingual, because many of the students are not from Hindi speaking background, and that's why they find it really tough when any one of us used to speak in Hindi. So that's why we have bifurcated the channel so that there should not be any problem. All the students who can understand English or who prefer English, they should be means they should be watching this video predominantly, and those students who prefer Hindi, they should watch the videos on 9th and 10th normal channel, Hindi channel. Fine. So let's start. I guess we should not do much delay here. So this is your first session today. That is real numbers and taken by me. So in this real numbers, I will be talking about the basic math. So I hope you all might be even knowing that we have done this bifurcation, that now we'll be taking basic mathematics and standard mathematics separately. So those students who have chosen basic mathematics, they can means these questions are going to be useful for them, but not only for basic mathematics. In fact, these all questions are going to be very much useful for even those students who have taken standard mathematics. Now the question means the thought for the day arises that how come and why. So the fact is that for standard mathematics, all these questions which I am taking right now will be very much relevant, because in standard mathematics all the questions are not of tough level. So basic mathematics, actually the calculation is little less, questions are not so lengthy but easy. So undoubtedly, standard mathematics students are also going to get easy questions, isn't it? So they should concentrate here as well. Fine. Chalo, so let's start our today's session without wasting much time. But before getting into the session, I would really like to tell you something about online education, about Vedantu. So I'll just take 3 to 5 minutes. Please pay attention. And why I want to talk about that, because it is basically related with the problems which you guys face very oftenly. And that problems are doubts. Most of the students actually do not get any doubt support when we talk about online education. And that was the biggest what you can say offering by the offline education, that in coaching system students actually do get doubts, and that was the problem. In fact, many of the other coaching industry players who are working in online, they still have this problem, that they are not able to cater to doubts. So in online education, actually Vedantu has answered it. How? I'll just tell you. So other problems which are associated with online education is notes, test and assignment, because students do not get notes, neither they do any they neither do they get any assignments or any test. Competitive exam preparation was a tough deal. It was a nowhere thought in online education. Choice of schedule was a strictly no kind of thing, because none of the students have even thought that they will get any choice of schedule. In fact, this was not even an option in offline also. In offline also, you had to abide by the timetable given by the coaching people, isn't it? In fact, in school also. So this problem stayed in online education as well. And last but not the least, choice of language. So I hope you all would have understood that most of these problems has been tackled out. In fact, not most, all of these problems have been tackled out by Vedantu. So all the problems have been solved. How? So if I talk about doubts, yes, Vedantu has launched a Vedantu Doubts app where you can actually ask the doubt. So these doubts app are 100% free for those students who are Vedantu students, who are enrolled in Vedantu, who have taken the subscription of Vedantu. Notes are, yes, available to them in their login. Test and assignment, all those students who are Vedantu students, they get test and assignment. Yes. And apart from that, so I'm not talking about these facilities for YouTube, because in actually YouTube does not provide these facilities. Even if we want that I should tell you your doubts, I would not be able to tell your doubts. I would not be able to cater to your doubts. Why? Because YouTube only allows you chat option, only comment option. You can put your comments, and that too, taking comments from there and then writing the answer is nowhere possibility. So YouTube actually does not provide it. If I ask YouTube for allowing me to take a test, Undoubtedly not possible, isn't it? So all these problems have been tackled by Vedantu. In Vedantu's subscription model, when a student comes into Vedantu's ecosystem, student is able to experience all these facilities. That is the best part. Competitive examination preparation is yes given by Vedantu. Choice of schedule has been given by Vedantu. In Vedantu life courses, every time every subject has multiple life courses going on. So if you do not have a time at like 4 o'clock in the evening, you don't want classes at that time, you want to take a session at 8 p.m. in the night or 8 o'clock in the morning, yes, Vedantu do provides that. So that is the best part. And at the end, yes, choice of language is also there. So you have seen that we have even started this choice of language in YouTube also. So undoubtedly we would have started it in our own sessions. So Vedantu is giving all these facilities. So all such problems which were there earlier for online education, yes, we have solved it. Eureka. And not only this much, few other bonuses which Vedantu is offering to all of you guys is unlimited live classes, all micro courses and crash courses. So in these micro courses, you can actually study any chapter, any topic, anytime from any of the teacher, whichever, whomsoever you want. This is the best part. Performance reports would be given to you. You don't need to attend any PTM. It would be directly sent to your mail ID, and personalized attention is also there. So there's a concept of personal teacher. That is also there. So yes, Eureka, you have got everything, isn't it? So what do you need to do if you want to enroll in these all facilitated learning environment? You just need to go to this website which says vdnt.in/ytpro. Mind it, this is in small letters, this is in capital letters. So write down in this fashion only. Otherwise, you'll not be able to reach to the website. So vdnt.in/ytpro, go here, check out all the details that how much money is required, what's the fees, what's the subscription fees. This subscription is available in 1 month subscription, 3 month subscription, 6 month, or 12 month. So you can choose the package according to your own convenience, your own requirement, and thereafter you can put a coupon code that is HP Pro. In this coupon code, you will get a discount of 15 to 20%. So this is my personal coupon code. You can apply that. Cool. Chalo. If you all have understood everything till here, so those who would be willing, they can simply go and buy it. So now let's start our today's session. So we are going to talk about in the first session of real numbers, that is fundamental theorem of arithmetic. This is nothing. It is very simple thing. It simply means you just cut short this whole big name and you just remember one simple name, that is prime factorization. This is simply a synonym for this prime factorization, and I'm not joking it, believe me. So prime factorization is also called as fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Cool. So you have to just understand prime factorization. I don't think I need to even tell you that. So what is prime factorization? So in prime factorization, we have a whole lot of applicability. So using prime factorization, we can find HCF, we can find LCM, we can use other methods, isn't it? So I'll show you one by one. So one result which you have to remember, see, I'm teaching you very much specific from the exam point of view, so that you should be able to solve those questions which actually come in examinations, and that too they have come multiple times in past as well. So please pay attention over them. Okay. So this is the first result which you must remember always, that HCF of two numbers into LCM of two numbers is equals to product of those two numbers. I'm again repeating, HCF of two numbers into LCM of two numbers is equals to product of those two numbers. Okay, this is the rule says. Now moving ahead, proof of irrationality. This is the next important part which comes many times. In fact, in class 9th it would have come very oftenly, but this year it may come in a little twisted format. How it will come, I'll just show you. So this is the proof of irrationality that has to be kept in mind. And moving on, so let's start with the question. Question says, express 1155 as a product of its prime factors. Cool. So I'm able to see 1155, and very easily I can contemplate that it is going to be divisible by 11, because first number 11 and this 55 is also divisible. So I'll write 11. 11 ones are 11, then 5 comes down but not divisible, so 0. 55 comes down, so 5 times. So if you divide it by 11, it will be divisible in 105 times. After that, very easily I can figure out that it is divisible by 5, since last digit is 5. So if you do, it is 21. Without any doubt, 3 is there, so 7. So 7 3s are 21 and 1 is remaining. So you have got 11 5 3 7. So wow, eureka, we got 11 into 7 into 5 into 3. That's it. You have got the prime factorization and 1 marks is yours, all yours. Cool. Okay, so very simple solution here in front of all of you. Now let's get into the next question. The next question says find the LCM and HCF of 144 and 198 by applying the prime factorization method. Cool. So let's talk about 144. So if I do a prime factorization, I hope you all must be knowing this is 12 square. And if you talk about 12, 12 is nothing but 2 square into 3. See here, this is your 12. So if this is 12 and if you do a square of it, this means this is going to be 2 raised to power 4 into 3 square. This is the prime factorization of 144, 16 into 9. Now if I talk about 198, so if I talk about 198, so here you can divide it by 2. So if you divide it by 2, you will get 99. Please do it in your mind, 99, isn't it? So 99 means 9 into 11. 99 means 9 into 11 means 2 into 3 square. 3 square is 9 and then 11. So 9 into 11, 99 into 2, 198. We have got that. Now if I have to talk about the HCF part, so HCF is pretty simple. HCF simply means common prime factors. You have to write here common prime factors. So 2 and 3 are the common prime factors. I have written them. I'll not write 11 because it is not common in both of them. Now once I have written common prime factors, I have to write the lowest power of those prime factors. I'm again repeating. I have to write the lowest power of those prime factors. So here prime factor has a power 4. Here prime factor has a power 4. So power 1. So 4 and 1. Lowest is 1. Power 2, power 2. So if there is only power 2, so lowest will also be 2. So you have got 2 into 3 square, that is 2 into 9. 2 into 9 without any doubt answer is 18. So you have got a HCF. After that, you have to find LCM. So in LCM, the rule is a little twisted. Little. Ekdam thoda sa. So what is that twist? Here you don't have to write common factors. Rather, you have to write all factors. I'm again repeating. In HCF, you had to write common factors. In LCM, you have to write all factors. That is the difference. All factors means 2 is a prime factor, 3 is a prime factor, 11 is a prime factor. So you have written all prime factors. Second step, in HCF, we used to take the lowest power, isn't it? So here we'll be taking the highest power. So 2 raised to power 1, 2 raised to power 4, highest is 4. 3 raised to power 2, 3 raised to power 2, highest is 2. 11 raised to power 1, only 1 power, so highest is 1. So hence you have got this 16 into 9, 144 into 11. So 144 into 11 is like 1440 and then 144. So 1584. So this is going to be 1584 if I am not wrong. This should be the LCM. So yes, you have got the answer 1584. Let's check the answer also. Yes, 1584 is the right answer, isn't it? And here 18 is the right answer. I hope you all understood that. If you all understood, here is the next question. The next question says this: find the LCM and HCF of 36 and 84 and verify that LCM into HCF is equals to product of two numbers. The first relation, if you do remember, we had talked about LCM into HCF is equals to product of two numbers. Let's find that. Find LCM and HCF. So first of all, this is 36. This is 6 square, means 2 square into 3 square because 6 is 2 into 3. Thereafter 84. So if I talk about 84, if I'm not wrong, 2 square into 3 into 7, that will be the prime factorization of 84. Simple numbers, isn't it? If I have to find the HCF, it's pretty simple again. HCF is nothing but all common prime factors. Let's remove that all. Common prime factors, isn't it? Common factors, common prime factors. So 2 is there, 3 is there. Got it? Thereafter, you have to look for the lowest power. So power 2, nothing lowest, only 2 is the lowest. Power 2, power 1, so 2, 1 is the lowest. 4 3s are 12. We got the lowest. Highest common factor is 12, HCF. If I have to talk about LCM, lowest common multiple, I will be taking all prime factors, all prime factors. So if I have to take all prime factors, it should be 2, 3 and 7. Yes. Now I have to take here the highest power, isn't it? The highest power. So if I have to take the highest power, 2 and 2, 2 is the only highest. 2 and 1, so 2 is the highest. 7 raised to power 1, so that's it. So 4, 9, 36 into 7, then whatever you are getting, you have to just write that answer. Did you all understand it? I'll just show you. So first of all, oh, okay, here you have to just multiply it and write the LCM. But actually, the question is also asking the another part that you have to do the verification. Now, once you, and let me tell you, this will be a 3-marker question. Okay. So once you have done this LCM HCF wala part, now what you need to do? You just need to go to this. Okay, wait a second. You just need to go to the another page, and you have to write LCM into HCF is equals to product of two numbers. That's what you have to verify, isn't it? So if you have to verify this, what is gonna be there? You'll write LHS, and in LHS you'll write LCM. So LCM, if you do remember, it was 2 square. See here, it was 2 square, 3 square, 7. So write 2 square, 3 square, 7 into HCF was, if you do remember, 2 square into 3. See here, 2 square into 3. So just write here 2 square into 3. Now if you're gonna multiply them, so this is 2 square, 2 square, 2 raised to power 4 into 3 square into 3, 3 raised to power 3 into 7. This is LHS. Now if I talk about RHS, so in RHS you have to multiply the numbers. So multiply the numbers means what? 36 into 84. But don't multiply 36 and 84. In fact, you should remember that 36 was not 36, it was 2 square into 3 square. So write that 2 square into 3 square in place of 36. So, and thereafter for 84, write 2 square into 3 into 7. So write 2 square 3 7. So into 2 square into 3 into 7. So for 84 you have written that. Now just multiply them, so you will get 2 raised to power 4 into 3 raised to power 3 into 7. You have got all the three prime factors, you got LHS, you got RHS, and Eureka Balle Balle. You are able to see that LHS is equals to RHS. So you can write the golden words that hence proved. Yes, is it not? So you have got the answer, and this is the final answer. I hope you everyone understood that. Okay. Chalo, if you all understood, here's the solution as well. Please go through it. So the same reverse solution, LCM into HCF, they have multiplied. We tried doing it by a smarter method. Okay, here's the next question. Please see here. HCF of two numbers is 145. Okay, HCF is given 145. LCM is given 2175. Okay, if one of the number is 725, let's call A 725. We do not know the another number, that is we have to find the other number. So I hope you remember the rule just now which we used. LCM into HCF is equals to A into B. So LCM is given 2175 into, this is 145, equals to one number is 725, another number is being asked. So here in this 725, are you able to see that this 725 can cancel 2175 into 3 times? I hope you should be understanding. 7 3s are 21, so 21 is there. 25 into 3 75, it is there. So 3 times. So what you have got? You have got 3 into 145. That is the value of your B. If you're gonna multiply this, so if I'm not wrong, 120 और 15 135, 4 या 12 120 और 135 और 3 300 और 135 435. So you have got 435 as the value of B. Yo, we got it. So value of B is 435. Fine. You all understood that? That's great. If you all understood, here's the answer as well. 435. Cool. Chalo. If you all understood, let's move on. Here's the next question. Is it possible to have two numbers whose HCF is 18 and LCM is 760? That's what the question is asking. Now, this is a different type of question. How you have to approach, please pay attention. Question is asking that is it possible? So, always remember that there is a theory which says that LCM will be always one such type of number which should be divisible by HCF. What I said? I said that if you have two numbers or three numbers, any number of numbers, for these two numbers you have a LCM, and for these two numbers you will have a HCF as well. So there should be a relation which must be followed, which you should always check, that if the LCM of these two numbers are some value, so that value X must be divisible by the HCF of these two numbers. If it is not divisible, then answer is not right. Means then there is some problem. Either the numbers are not correct, or the LCM is not correct, or the HCF is not correct. That is what the theory says. So if you have got here LCM as 760, and HCF as 18. So now you have to actually try to divide it. So 18 चौके 72 448. So you will be able to see that 2 4 by 18. That is what is being done right now. 42 times it is being cancelled by like 756, and then 4 is being remainder. So from here I am able to see that this is 18 is not a factor of 760. So now the what question is asking, give reasons. So in reasons you'll write that LCM means it is not possible. First of all, you'll write it is not possible because LCM is not divisible by HCF. Divisible by HCF. Since it is not divisible, this implies you cannot say that these two numbers are this LCM and HCF are of the same two numbers. Okay, that should be your answer. I hope you understood. In case if you want to go through a standard solution, so a standard solution will be like this: HCF, LCM. HCF always divides the LCM completely. Since you divided 42 and the remainder is 4, hence it is not possible. Fine, got it? Easy, enough. Okay, if this is easy, let's move on to the next question. Here's the next one. It says, find the largest number which divides 438 and 606, leaving remainder 6 in each case. How can we say that? So we have got a number 438. We have got a number 606. Now we have to find the largest number which divides. So one thing is very clear now, that we have to find a number which can divide 438. So one thing is very sure, that the number which is being asked, from us, is a number which should be smaller than these numbers, because only smaller numbers can divide. Bigger numbers can get divided, isn't it? So 438, you cannot divide 438 by a number greater than 438. You can always divide 438 by a number smaller than that. Means we need a number which is smaller than given quantities. Smaller than given quantities. Isn't it? Smaller than given quantities. If it is smaller than given quantities, always remember that you have to find HCF, highest common factor. I'm again repeating, you have to find highest common factor if the question is asking a smaller number given than the given quantities. Given quantities, say smaller number पूछा गया है. If you have been asked a smaller number than the given quantities, you have to find HCF, highest common factor. Understood? But the problem is that here the question says you have to get a remainder 6. So only one simple trick. If the remainder is 6 in both the cases, just subtract 6 here itself and get a number. If you subtract here, you will get 432, and if you subtract here, you will get 600. Now you should find the HCF of these two numbers. You'll get the answer. Pakka, damn sure. You have to just get the HCF of these two numbers. So try getting the HCF of these two numbers. If I find 432, if I am not wrong, this will be like 2 square. So you will get 108, again 4. So that will be like 4, 2 and 7, 27. So you have got 4 square, that is 2 raised to power 4 into 3 cube. This is what you're gonna go get here in 432. If I talk about 600, 600 is pretty simple. 6 is like 2 and 3. Okay, so 2 and 3 is 6, and then 100. So 100 is 2 square, and no, 25 into 4, yeah, 2 square into 5 square. So 2 cube into 5 square. See, if you're not understanding that how am I doing it, one thing you should do, the trick is, write a table 600 and do the prime factorization. Like do it for first with 2, so you'll get 300. Again do it with 2, you'll get 150. Again you do it with 2, you'll get 75. Now you'll have to do it with 3, so you'll get 25, and then 5 square. So the same answer will come. But if you are not understanding, you can do it actually with this method. Once you have got this, now you can very easily find their HCF. So HCF is, common factors, common prime factors, and the lowest power. So common is 2, common is 3, lowest power, so here 2 cube, and lowest power is 3 raised to power 1. So 8 3s are 24. You have got the HCF 24. See here, the same thing, 8 3s are 24. Isn't it? Isn't that cool? 432 and 600 were R numbers also. So yes, we got the answer. Now this is the next question. If you have understood everything till here. Chalo. So if everyone has understood everything till here, let's move on to the next question. Next question says, check whether 6 raised to power n can end with a digit 0 for any natural number n or not. Okay. So one thing is clear, it's no. But answer is more important. Explanation is more important. How are we going to do that? Always remember, any number which is ending with 0. So say for example 20, 500, 60, whatever you take any number. Ending with 0 means this should have a 10, at least a 10. Matlab 10 ka multiple to pakka it will be there. So if it is a multiple of 10 means what? Multiple of 2 and 5. 10 is the same thing, 2 and 5. So any number, any number which is ending with 0 must have 2 and 5 in their prime factorization. Clear? Clear. So that's the answer. You have got a number 6 raised to power n. So you'll write 6 raised to power n, where 6 can be written as 2 into 3, and then you can put a whole power n. So this power will get distributed. You'll write 2 raised to power n into 3 raised to power n. And then you will write that here, since the prime factorization of 6 raised to power n does not contain 5, therefore it can never end with 0. It can never end with 0. क्या ये बात समझ आ गई? Did you all understand? See, the same thing has been given here. Exactly same. You can read it out. That it is not ending with its prime factorization does not contain 5. So since it does not contain 5, it cannot end with a digit 0. Simple, huh? And these questions are 2 markers, 3 markers. Just imagine. You'll get 3 marks just for this much. Isn't that cool? Now this question, okay, so if you all have understood. So this is the next question. Here in this question, I'm not gonna solve it, but rather I'm going to give you as a homework, because only of one reason, that you have studied this already in your class 9th. Okay, so that's why I'm giving it homework. This is the first reason. Second reason why I'm not doing it, because it is not very important. I would say important, yes, but I would not say very important, because this type of question has already been asked from you in class 9th. So there is less chances of this question being asked in class 10th. So why we have still kept this irrationality or a topic in this chapter? Because of this question. See, I have written the entire step also. In case if you want to go for it from this, you can go ahead. Because the question which will be asked this year will be of this type. It can be 6 plus root 2, it can be 6 minus root 2, it can be 6 into root 2, or it can be 6 divided by root 2 or root 2 by 6. Anything. Multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So how you have to tackle? So question is saying prove that 6 plus root 2 is irrational. Always remember, for such type of questions where you have got a arithmetic operation like plus, minus, divide into, then you will always assume that whatever the irrational part is given, it is already irrational. So you have to assume that the question has already contemplated this fact that root 2 is irrational and you don't need to prove it again. It is already irrational. Some questions do write here that it is given that root 2 is irrational. Some questions do not write it. Fine. Chalo. So once you have assumed that root 2 is irrational, now what you'll do? You'll again use the method of contradiction, the same method which we used to do in class 9. That let 6 plus root 2, let 6 plus root 2 be rational number. Be rational number. So this implies x is equals to 6 plus root 2, where x is a rational number, where x is a rational. So you'll have to write this, where x is a rational number, which can be defined as rational number, which can be defined as in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0. So all those languages. After that, the only one step which you have to do, you have to just send the 6 to this side. So you'll write x minus 6 is equals to root 2. Now what you'll write, that since x was rational, x minus 6 is also rational, because x rational and then subtracting a rational making it irrational does not make a sense. So x minus 6 is also rational. So if both of them are rational, so you will write now that but since we know that root 2 since we know that root 2 is irrational, root 2 is irrational, therefore our assumption was wrong, as our assumption was wrong as what? As rational cannot be equals to irrational. Rational cannot be equal to irrational. Since both of them are not equal, this implies our assumption was wrong, and hence x is equals to 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Is an irrational number. I hope you would have understood how this question should be approached, isn't it? So this question can be approached in this methodology. By the way, this question is very important, so please do not miss it. Okay, chalo aage badhte hain. Let's move on. So answer is also given to for all of you guys. This is the answer. Okay, cool. So those students who have understood everything and who do not have any doubt, any query or anything like that, they can just give a like to my video, thumbs up, subscribe the channel so that they can get the updates that which video is coming when, and at the same time they can put their beautiful comments whatever they feel like. Okay, so these things, these three things you can do. And those students who do not know about this Vedantu Pro subscription, they can just wait here for 2 minutes. So let me tell you, my lovely kids, the important benefits which I just now said you in the starting of the session, this is also the same. Vedantu is offering all the beautiful things available in the industry, in the market as of now. So Vedantu is offering what? Vedantu is offering you doubt support, live classes. Vedantu is even offering you like test, assignment, and after that notes also. And thereafter that you will get the competitive exam preparation, competitive exam, and after that you'll get everything. Yeah, you'll get recorded lectures, recorded notes, you'll get live classes unlimited, that I already said. That you can get micro courses, you can get crash courses, and not only of your class. If you want to enroll in any of the class, you can choose it on your own, because it completely depends on you. So you can choose your own class, whatever class you want to study. Means basically in just like 1 month or 3 month subscription, whatever mode you have taken, in that much time you can do anything and everything in Vedantu. That is the most beautiful part. So this what you have to do, you have to just go to this website which says vdnt.in/ytpro. This is in small letters, this is in capital letters. You have to go to this website. Once you visit this website, you'll be shown the buying options for 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month, or 12 month. So you have to just go select any one of the option, whichever you are comfortable with. Then you can apply a discount coupon code, that is HP Pro. This is my personal coupon code, so you can apply that and you'll get a upfront discount of 15% there. And you can purchase the sessions, you can purchase the Vedantu subscription. Eureka! Okay, so you have to just select the grade. It's going to work like that, and then you have to click on get subscription. Then it will be looking like this. You'll be going through the price details, whatever suits you best. Just go ahead and you can buy that. Okay, so this is that simple. If you all have understood everything till here, so that's all folks for today's session. It was really a fantastic session with you all. I loved and enjoyed the class participation shown by you guys. In fact, I'll be going by your chats and comments after this session. Okay, so see you all in the next session. Till then, bye bye, take care, and love you. Good night. Bye bye.